everybody. I am tired. It's almost time for me to fall asleep, and I thought, wouldn't it be nice if we read some of our sleep time stories we read before nap when we're at school? So let's get ready for bed, shall we? We sure do love this beautiful songbook called Puff the Magic Dragon by Peter Yarrow and Lenny Lipton. Eric Poubaret does the paintings in this book, and the paintings are wonderful. Here we go. Puff the magic dragon lives by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Mumford, do you like this sort of story? You must really like the singing. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Oh, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Oh, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Together they would travel on a boat with billowed sail. Jackie kept a lookout perched on Puff's gigantic tail. Noble kings and princes would bow whene'er they came. Pirate ships would lower their flag when Puff roared out his name. Oh, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Oh, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. A dragon lives forever, but not so little girls and boys. Painted wings and giant's rings make way for other toys. One gray night it happened, Jackie Paper came no more, and Puff that mighty dragon, he ceased his fearless roar. His head was bent in sorrow, green scales fell like rain. Puff no longer went to play along the cherry lane. Without his lifelong friend, Puff could not be brave. So Puff, that mighty dragon, sadly slipped into his cave. Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Oh, Puff, the magic dragon, lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. It's so good. This is an extra special Sleepy Time story because, like my kitty Mumford here, who really likes when I sing to him apparently, this book is a furry book. It's called the Furry Bedtime book. When we read this before rest time at school, the kids like to come and give the book a little pat before we go and lay on our cots. The Furry Bedtime book, Lovey Bear's Story by Margo Lundell. The winter day had grown old. The windy night was icy cold, and shivering up each great big stair was Mama's little Lovey Bear. Before he went to sleep that night, his mother held sweet Lovey tight. "The wind won't reach you now," she said. "I'll keep you safe and warm instead." The scratching of a thin tree limb made Lovey think about the wind. "What if it reaches in," he said, "and picks me up right out of bed? And what if the wind won't listen to me and makes me fly way out to sea?" "I'll come for you," said Mama Bear. "No matter what, love, I'll be there. I'll steer a boat and wait below and catch you where the wind lets go." Sometimes in our classroom we talk about how this would not be true. The wind would not pick you up out of your bed, but it's something that Lovey Bear just was afraid of when he heard the wind outside his window. So this is a pretend story that Lovey and his mommy make up next. "But what if the wind comes back again?" said Lovey Bear. "What then? What then? And what if the wind takes me so high that no one can reach me in the sky?" Said Mama Bear, "I'll find a plane and fly with all my might and main, and when you're near the planet Mars, I'll catch you in a net of stars." Then Lovey heard a tree branch crack and said, "The wind is coming back." But Mama Bear knew what to do. She said, "This time I'll fly with you." "Hold on tight and don't let go," said Mama Bear. "Now blow, wind, blow. Dear Lovey, we will laugh and dance and float as far as Paris, France. On airy currents up above, we'll teach the wildest wind to love." The bears returned. It really seemed the two of them had lived a dream. But Mama's feet were on the ground, and they were home and safe and sound. "My sweetest one, my sleepyhead, I love you, honey," Mama said, and put her little bear to bed. Isn't it nice that the adults who live at your house who love you are there to keep you safe when you are feeling scared or sad? That's a nice story of Mama Bear taking care of Lovey Bear. And now it's time for me to go to sleep. Maybe Mumford will sleep with me tonight. What do you think, Mumford? In our classroom, when we're walking off to the beds and the lights are turned off and the music's starting, we sing, "Good night, treetops. Good night, treetops. Good night, treetops. It's time to go to bed. Good night.